Brought to you by The Vault.
Hi, I'm Shy.
And I'm Kathy, and this is our Girlfriends Talk Show where each week we have fun and we spill the tea.
Or the wine. Be sure to find us wherever you listen to your podcast and follow us on social media. And we're back with episode
We're not
6.
back.
Yes, we are. We're back every week because every Friday
Oh.
you get a new episode on your phone.
Oh, I guess we're back.
Yes. So this episode, you're not only going to want to listen to, but you're going to want to see. So I would suggest you finding our Facebook page, which will also lead you to our YouTube page. And that way you can watch today's episode because it's going to be utterly epic.
Utterly ridiculous. Utterly embarrassing.
But the best Girlfriends Talk Show you've ever seen.
well, you know, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Mm-hmm. It is October. So even though that this is not a breast foot forward kind of show, it is going to include some of that. So ladies, get your mammograms if you're 40 or above. And if you are somebody that's in a little bit higher risk category, check with your doctor. You might need it a little bit before Shy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm scared to get my breasts squished.
It's not bad.
But I did get my breast squished whenever I was breastfeeding years ago. But we'll talk about that here in a minute. But what we do want to seg into, which is also going to seg into the breast for the breast of the story, is embarrassing
You're full
moments.
of puns.
I am. I wrote them all down on my notebook, my handy dandy notebook. So, embarrassing moments 2019. Now, I wanted to talk about this today. Mainly because
you wanted to embarrass me,
my
that's why.
friend here, my best friend, my girlfriend, Kathy, has had quite a few embarrassing moments
Only had two.
in the year, but they were serious in the year 2019. So we all have like regular embarrassing moments, you know, this here, this there,
No,
maybe
I've had three. I'm sorry.
toilet paper
Have
on
to
your
back up.
shoe,
No,
maybe
that's never happened to me, and watch it happen now.
So all these little embarrassing moments throughout the day, you know, or throughout the year may happen, but Kathy has had some serious ones, and we're going to get into those here in a minute. But embarrassing stories. So they're given to us. It's part of our existence, right? Everybody at one point or another will experience an embarrassing moment. So even with knowing all of this, it still doesn't help like the shameful kind of icky feeling that you get whenever this happens.
No, I mean, I don't.
You're not saying much today, Kathy.
Well, I'm a little afraid right now, but because I'm embarrassed. Hello. You know, it's one of those times where you step back and you're like, okay, so is this really that big of a deal? Am I going to let this embarrassing moment define me? Is this who I really am at the core?
And will this embarrassing moment be something that people talk about
Or video?
for days to come? And I'm thinking that
For days. How about months?
I'm thinking every one of these embarrassing moments she's about to talk about.
I'm not. Your embarrassing moments come before mine on this outline.
I'm going to use this as an example. Happened at an event that happens yearly here in our town. So I think yearly
This is the last year.
that may be brought up.
No, this is the last year. So I had to like cap it off with an exclamation point.
I'm going to laugh if it happens again next year. So let's go into my embarrassing moments.
Yeah, please.
Just a few of them so that I can help Kathy here with hers. It really takes a lot to embarrass me. Really, really does. But there was one moment in particular.
Well, because you put yourself in a lot of purposely embarrassing situations.
I do.
Because of your ex-job.
I really do. So it really takes a lot. But, you know, when I'm kind of just quiet to myself, I DJ a lot of events. And so when I DJ, I'm kind of in the corner by myself, playing my own music, kind of in my own world here, and not really expecting people to come up to me. And this is in a wedding situation, because, you know, I've got it. Well, I'd eaten at the wedding, and
Because you always do.
I do. I love to eat at weddings. That's my favorite part.
She does. So when
asked me
she
if-
and I DJ together, I'm like, go get us some food.
They asked me
I'll
if
take
I
care of the
can
next one.
DJ the wedding. I'm like, yes. Do you have food? So anyway, I'm eating, and the meatball, something didn't work right, and I had a little bit of gas, and so I expelled a lot. And
Oh, no.
all of a sudden somebody comes up to me to request a song. And I'm the only one there in the corner. So guilty as charged. That was kind of embarrassing.
Did the person make a face?
Yeah, I mean, I could tell that they smelled it.
That's so terrible.
It was kind of embarrassing, but I kind of,
Did you just act like,
well,
I don't know, there's like something.
no, they were like, will you play
devil.
such and such?
It's the deviled eggs.
I was like, oh, yes, I'll play. I'm trying to get them to hurry up and go. Like, yeah, I'll play it. Just, okay.
You're
all
like,
right,
you
I
need
got
to
it.
move away from the DJ equipment.
And
It's
then
going to interfere.
When I felt like they smelt it, they left.
I bet they did.
So anyway, that was, that was mine.
You only have one? No.
I figured.
Oh, no.
Look, Catherine.
No.
The older we get, maybe things just happen. So
No.
let's talk about Kathy's embarrassing moment.
No. You need to go right on ahead and
So
continue your
let's
embarrassing
go
moment.
to, what's the month? February of this year? Earlier this year. Let's just get earlier this year. Kathy and I.
Why do you get to tell my embarrassing story?
Because I'm going to set it up for you because I feel like you're going to leave out some really good details. So Kathy and I get to go to New Orleans for a Louisiana Broadcasting scenario, and very, very honored to have served on this board, this panel. Anyway, we're there, staying in a very nice hotel.
Yeah.
So nice that the mayor is having his Mardi Gras
it's
party.
her. She's a her.
The mayor is having her Mardi Gras party there, where it's red carpet to the Mardi Gras party. Now we have to go up 2 flights of escalators, and then there's the red carpet to go to her Mardi Gras party, right? But we bypass, of course, the red carpet to go to our hotel room. Well, we had a night out on the town, Kathy and I. And
It's her fault. She made me do it.
Kathy likes to go to these hoity-toity little. This is the difference in Kathy and I. I'm into just dive bars, and she's into olives and wine, right? So I say okay to olives and wine for most of the day, and then after the last wine, I was like, okay, that's it. We're going to a dive bar. Found a dive bar. Kathy started drinking Miller Lite. She came back alive, right? She came.
I was alive before. Actually, I died drinking Miller Lite.
She came back so alive that on the way back to the hotel room.
Well, number one, no. Let's back up.
Okay, do you want to take it from here?
Yeah, I came back so alive, supposedly, that number one, I met my soulmate.
Oh, yeah.
Number two,
she met somebody that says, "You're my soulmate. I love you."
Number two, we lose our way. Well, I evidently was overserved at the bar, so shame on them.
Okay. Okay. Shame on the bar.
We lose our way because we're trying to go ahead and GPS ourselves back to the
I'm
hotel.
trying to carry a friend of mine. And
you weren't carrying me.
on pretty much, and
bit.
trying to GPS us way back to the hotel. So we get to the hotel.
And have y'all, I don't really know how this happened, but have you ever gotten dizzy on an escalator?
No. Kathy freaks out when it comes to escalators. She really needs a Xanax before she hits one. So we get up the first one, very good.
You would have thought that I had enough like Miller Lite Xanax to take care of it.
Got my hands full of all of our things because Kathy cannot carry anything, nor herself. So we get up the first one just fine. The second one we get to, I'm one step above her. She makes it on just fine. Halfway up, I hear up, up, up. And I'm like, oh my God. I look back and there's Kathy. Butt up, legs up.
I fell backwards.
Trolling down the escalator.
No, I'm up. I'm going up the escalator.
She gets to the bottom and the escalator on her back takes her all the way up to me. On her back. Butt in the air. She gets to the top, rips her shirt.
I did.
Gets to the top. I'm like,
it was
Kathy,
new too.
I've got my hands full of stuff. Get up. Get up. The mayor's ball is right. The red carpet's right there. Get up. This is not good. I can't. I can't do
I did.
it.
I figured it out.
So she got up, went to our room. Needless to say, she crawled the rest of the night. When she had to go to the shower, to the bed, she crawled.
That was enough.
That was a good one. And I left out a few details just because I love her. Nobody should ever know more of that story.
Ever.
So do you want to talk about your second one?
No, we're not. We're not going to. That's enough.
So the second one, she falls again.
And
This was a few weeks
it
ago.
was just 2 weeks ago.
Yep. But we
I
got
don't
to
know how that
wrap.
one
We got to wrap
happened.
this first segment up. So quickly, we had a show downtown here in our area, and
Why are you telling my stories?
Because you're not going to tell them, right? And you're going to leave out stories. We go to this local lounge establishment, and it's in a basement. So when we go outside, we have to walk up the steps. And I wasn't there. My girlfriend was there, and I was still inside the lounge. My girlfriend and Kathy go walk up the steps. And apparently, Kathy
I held it together the whole night.
missed a step. I'm not sure what happened, but she fell. I come outside and I see Kathy sitting on the step, and 14,
must have been in
15
there for a
people
while.
around, and everybody looks at me like I'm gonna be able to help the situation. She fell. She hit her head. She needs to go to the doctor. And I see my girlfriend beside her going, "Get up, Kathy. Get
Well, no,
up."
she had already set me up. No, I didn't want to get up whenever I fell because I really did hit my head.
So according to my girlfriend, she fell over backwards. Her butt once again went up in the air. She
butt
is
was
in
up
a
in the
short
air.
red dress.
It was not short.
It was short, Kathy. Matter of fact, it was so short that whenever we tried to put you in the truck, you face planted
What
on the
did it matter?
floorboard because you could not lift your leg because the mini skirt was too
It
tight
wasn't
and
a
short.
mini skirt.
It was.
It was a midi skirt.
She
by the
face
way.
planted in the truck.
Look, there was no humility left at that point. It didn't matter. I really didn't care. So, all right. Well, that's it. I think that we already know the moral of the story.
I have been waiting to do this podcast for weeks, wanting to talk about these embarrassing moments. Thank you, Kathy, for
and
helping
all
me.
you did was fart bomb at a wedding. Really?
There's more, but yours were more important. All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about how embarrassing some young mom moments were. You know,
Little
we were
people
both
can
young
be.
moms. Yeah.
I don't know how much more embarrassing a little person could be than this.
I mean, we've
person.
embarrassed ourselves as older moms, but when we
I'm
were
like
younger,
I'm sweating
our
so
kids
bad
embarrassed
like
us.
right now. Like
Okay.
like I'm like
So we'll be back here in a minute. You're
like a
gonna wanna-
president that's lied.
You're going to want to listen to the rest of this podcast. And as I said before, try to watch it if you can. Go ahead and find us on YouTube.
Oh my god!
All right,
I'm gonna
we'll be
shoot
back.
this real quick.
Hey, you! Yes, you, watching or listening to this amazing podcast hosted by two of the most dynamic and brilliant women you'll ever meet.
Advertise with us and watch your business grow as big as our heads.
Seriously, hit us up at vault.news/contact and find out how affordable you can advertise on our show.
All right, guys, we're back and we have a special guest with us. So this beautiful thing right here in the middle of us is Sarah.
Hello.
Sarah the Milk Maven.
Yes,
Yes,
it's me.
she is. So we talked about
Years.
October being Breast Health Awareness Month, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. But she's more than just a boob.
Am I?
Yes, she
Well,
is.
I don't know anymore, honestly.
She happens to be my coworker and a very talented graphic designer, web designer, photographer, artiste, home decorator, and mother supreme.
But at
She
this
really
moment, she supplies food to a young one
Yes. Yes, she does.
through her breast. And she also
how it works.
supplies antibodies
Oh,
to
wow, look at you
I know.
and your knowledge.
to others
Really
that are getting
listening.
sick within the household.
Yes.
Well, there you go. So, Sarah, welcome to Girlfriends Talk Show because you are a
Thanks.
girlfriend
Yes.
and you are going to talk. So, you have three
Can I
young.
take some water?
Yeah, absolutely.
Her kid's going to sleep well tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You have three young
Hopefully.
ones under the age of.
4.
Okay.
Mm.
So
4
we,
and under.
we've been talking about embarrassing moments. Shy and I are at a stage in life where, my kids are adults-ish at this point. Hers are, she has
Adults
two
and 15. So
adult and 15.
we've
yeah.
pretty much forgotten these moments that you're going through at this point
Yeah.
in time.
So your embarrassing moments as a young mother end up coming to be defined by the young people that are around you all the time because you have to take care of them all the time, right?
Absolutely.
So let's dive in. Let's dive into this, Sarah. Give me some of
Okay.
these embarrassing moments.
Well,
As a young mom.
I mean, I think all moms can relate to the fear you have when you are out in public and your child sees something and it's something different, or you just don't know what they're going to say. You can see the light in their little mind, their little tiny mind.
Yeah.
And their wheels are turning.
Blue hair. What's wrong with
And
her?
you're just like,
Mommy,
oh,
look at his tiny cowboy boots.
yeah.
And really, you internally think, okay, what are they going to say, and how can I say something to make it a teaching moment for if they're talking about a person
Or
if this-
deflect it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Mine in Walmart reached out and said, "You have big boobies."
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
That's a good
that
one.
was- yeah.
Well, like I said, there was a little person coming towards us, and mine said, look at his little tiny cowboy boots, really loud. And I was like, get in the car.
Let's go. We were
Get
at
in the
Mexican
car.
one time eating, dinner, and it was just we had Bo at the time. He must have been one, and we went to leave, and he just bye tiny man. We were like, oh
no.
okay.
He had a lot of words.
Well, let's get out.
So
Good
okay,
tip.
now you breastfeed.
Yes, I
obviously.
do.
And how long did you breastfeed? You have 3.
Yes.
So
Under
how long do
4.
you breastfeed these children for?
So Bo is 4 and he is still breastfeeding. I'm kidding. That's not true.
Oh my god!
Face. I was so judged for a minute there.
I was not prepared for that. I wish we could cut these segments. I would say cut that one out.
No, there's no cutting.
There is
here.
no cutting.
No, so I breastfed my first.
I'm just thinking him standing with teeth. And... Okay.
Come on, Mom.
And talking?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
It happened. It's natural.
Whatever.
Who am I to judge? I'm not judging.
No, we're not judging.
But I breastfed for 12 months with Bo. I believe it was 13 months with Russell, and then Andy is currently 8 months.
So have you had a break at all?
No, absolutely not.
So you've been breastfeeding for
like
4 years?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your breasts have been producing milk for 4 years.
Yeah, they're done. They're just over it.
Oh my
No,
god.
that's why she's the milk maven.
It's not easy. It is not an easy thing. But yes, it is an embarrassing thing too at many times.
How? Tell us some of these embarrassing
Yeah.
things.
Well, I mean, when you're breastfeeding your child and you're away from your child, you have to pump.
Yeah.
Pumping is not natural. When you're breastfeeding, I mean, your baby, you're feeding your baby. That's how humankind was
Right.
developed and sustained. But when you have a pump, you're like
And you're having to do it here at work.
yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, when you're pumping, there are what we like to call pump farts sometimes. So if your nipple moves a certain way and a little air get in there, you get
And they're
a
like,
nice
oh,
little...
Sarah's pumping.
Yep.
Oh, never
Oh,
mind
and the
her.
best is when it happens and then you hear somebody like,
Didn't that just recently happen?
yeah, like 2 days ago. And I'm like,
Oh, well, sorry.
my pump wasn't me.
Do you say that? Or like, it's a pump?
No.
So wait, do you have like leakage? I remember when I was breastfeeding, this was years ago, but I remember I would always leak. I would always have 2 round spots on my shirts.
Dude,
be
they make
embarrassing.
breast pads for that.
Well, I didn't know. I was 17. I didn't know that.
No,
I would put
I don't
maxi pads
leak.
right.
Were you really?
Yes.
Did you do that?
Yes, I had.
Well, I mean, I guess that was utility. That was smart.
I didn't know what to do. But I mean, I would, and I remembered my only relief to my engorged boobs was getting in the shower and the hot water
Yeah, but
hitting them.
People still do that.
And it would shh. And I remember my ex-husband opening up the shower curtain and it hit him right in the eye. I
Oh,
was like, that's what
nice.
you did to me.
Yeah. You deserve it.
So I hear you have milk wars at your house too, huh?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, anytime it's a great tool. So when your husband
You're
is just
like,
aggravating you,
go
you
away.
just
Is there a Guinness Book of World Records
I don't know. I could win.
milk expulsion?
Like, what would you call that?
Like distant. Milk
Distance
expulsion
spray.
distance.
spray, breast milk spray.
Expression.
Expulsion.
We are going to find that out. And the Girlfriends Talk Show will set a world record
Oh.
with the help of
Is it
Sarah.
me?
Go for it.
With the help of Sarah.
No, evidently you can relactate, just to let you know, because Sarah told me that today.
Yes.
You're going to have to work on it really
How
hard.
can I relactate?
We'll hook you up to my pump every hour, and we can get you going again.
Every hour.
I think it should be a weight loss plan, honestly, because you burn so many calories when you breastfeed. So
Yeah.
it
That's
really
the only
could
reason
be-
why I did, honestly, when I heard that, well,
Really?
I was 17. So when I heard, well, your waist is going to go back to normal, and I was like, oh, I'll breastfeed. Yes, sign me up.
Good times. All right, Sarah, anything else that you want to share about your littles and embarrassing moments?
Oh gosh.
Anything that might help people listening?
Like, how do you handle it whenever they say or do something embarrassing?
You know, I feel like I handle it the same way I handle most other embarrassing situations, and I just laugh.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
That's all I can do.
That's all you can do.
It really is.
All right, well, speaking of embarrassing
Or you
situations.
can ride backwards on an escalator. You could do that.
Butt up. Or
My
you can
butt was
fart.
down. It was my leg.
I mean,
you
we've
can
all
fart
been there
in the
farting in a
corner.
corner.
And somebody come up all of a sudden.
Actually, I haven't done that.
What?
But have y'all ridden up an escalator?
I've done that in the studio too. When I worked in radio, I was the only one in there recording, and I farted, and then all of a sudden somebody had to come talk to me, and I'm like,
can never
oh my
do
God, Can you
that.
just let this make its way out? Anyway,
Not good.
I know. My embarrassing moments are around.
Well, you're
farting.
about to have another one. You guys definitely want to stick around for segment 3 because Sarah's going to be back, or at least part of Sarah is going to be back. And we're going to
Sarah and Extra will be back for
take a little
segment
bit
3.
of a blind taste test if you guys know
I'm
what
gonna
we mean.
drink more.
See ya.
Till then.
We're Shine Kathy, and right now we're working for free. And we'd like to get paid. Can you help us?
Advertise with us so we can feed our kids.
No, really. Advertise with us because it's affordable, and we can help you while you're helping us.
Contact us at vault.news/contact to find out more. All right, so we're back, and we are back with Sarah, and we're back with, check this out, we've got milk, and we have cookies. So these are 3 different types of milk products.
One came from Sarah.
One came from Sarah. One came from almonds.
I think I'm laughing nervously.
Those are
I just
mom-
heard myself. I'm like, that wasn't a real laugh.
Mom almonds, and the other one is from some cows. And guess what? Somebody
I mean,
is going to have embarrassing moment.
This
Number
is payback.
when
2.
you think about it, though, that you put it that way, then okay, a cow. That's not anything that I can visualize drinking from.
Really?
I could visualize drinking from Sarah. She's pretty. She's a nice looking girl.
Good to know.
So
Thanks.
that makes me feel a little
You
better.
should feel better.
And I just have one question. Did you wipe with alcohol wipes before you expressed?
Absolutely. So I did a bleach bath, and then I wiped with Clorox, and then I lit a match and I singed my nipples to really sanitize.
Oh, okay.
Now,
I do that for my baby every day.
Her baby might not
Every
be
3
okay.
hours.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
so nervous right now. The only breast milk I've ever had is my own because I tried my own. I had to.
Evidently, it's a thing.
Well, I wanted to see if I could put it in my mouth.
That was the only reason you did that?
Yeah, I mean, who would do that? When you're expressing milk, why wouldn't you try to put it in your own mouth just to see what it tastes like? You didn't do that?
Well, I didn't lactate.
Oh, that's right. You're not a lactate. You're a
I
hashtag
was
formula mom.
hashtag formula mom.
Hashtag fat is best.
Have
Every
you
time.
tried? Have you tried to do it yourself? Like pull it up
just
and
shoot
chuck-
it up and catch
you
it
done-
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
every bath.
That's what you do.
It's just the fun part of it.
I mean, you see this coming out of you. You're like, let me
I'm
try
out
it.
of this combo.
So the only person's breast milk I've ever had is my own and my mom's.
You're about to have somebody else's.
I don't know how we're going to be able. I don't know how I'm going to look at you.
I don't know.
I probably won't look at you in the eye anymore.
It's been very weird.
What are you gonna
today.
look at?
I feel like
Well, what do you think I'm going to look at?
All right, let's just go ahead. We're gonna let you
You'll be looking at
guess
the ground after
which
this.
one is the milk of almonds.
Now they knew.
Which one is the milk of cows, and which one is the milk of Sarah?
They knew that the only way they were going to get me to do this is by a chocolate chip cookie. That is the only way I will.
Sarah needs one. Actually, she's the one that had to work hard.
That's the only way I
gotta
will try this milk.
regroup for my baby.
So
All right.
did you express this milk after our segment 2 when you drank the wine? So is this going to taste like wine?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pointing to this
and
one.
burger and
Taco
I
and
had
burger?
burger for lunch and a bagel for breakfast.
Oh, what'd you have last night for supper?
Shrimp taco
Go
salad.
right on ahead.
Shrimp! All right, I'm going to go ahead and say what I think is what, okay? Just to go ahead.
Okay,
Since I was a breastfeeding mom, as I rub my boob and say that.
because that's what you have to do.
I'm going to say this is cow's milk. This is almond milk. And this is breast milk. That's middle is breast milk is what I'm going to say.
Okay.
But they won't tell me till after I drink it.
No.
So I'm going to go ahead and take a little bite of cookie. It's so good.
Don't put that back
Are you
in
putting
there.
this off?
And I'm going to drink this cow milk, okay? That's good cow milk right there. That better not be the breast milk. That was yummy.
All right.
Are you lactose intolerant?
Number 2. No, she's actually not.
I'm going to take
We
another
may
bite.
have another embarrassing moment
I'm gonna take it.
after this.
This is Girlfriend's Talk Show.
Please tell me that wasn't. What's it?
Just drink number 2.
Okay.
Are you going to throw up?
My God.
Take a bite. Oh my God. I'm questioning myself.
Just go ahead
I'm tearing up.
with number 2.
It's a very interesting situation to sit here and...
Because she's the only one that knows which is which, by the way.
You're watching me drink your milk.
Is it good? What do you mean you don't like my milk?
Okay. Number
no.
2.
That's
the one I think it
Just
is.
do it.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Oh God.
You told the hideous stories of my
I'm
embarrassing
tearing
moments.
up right now.
Just please do it.
okay.
Don't be a wuss.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. She's drinking number 2.
Why aren't you doing this? Okay, here I go.
Really? Because you already told 2 hideous stories about me. So go right on ahead.
Like I said, you should be watching this on YouTube. Oh God, help me. Okay. Here we go.
Oh, Jesus Lord. Okay,
I'm
just
salivating
that's
and
not the breast
crying.
milk.
It's... Okay. She can't do it.
Just do it.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm freaked out because I think this one might have been it.
And you liked it, so...
I took 3 gulps.
Just do it.
Took 3 gulps.
Do it.
Okay. 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 We're all sweating.
Yes,
Okay,
we
I'm
are.
gonna do it. I gotta take more bite of cookie.
You told the most hideous story about me. Drink number 2.
I'm gonna do it. I swear I'm gonna do it. Okay. Okay. I'm a wreck.
No crap. Drink it. Drink the milk.
Who knew, man? Who knew?
I'm a wreck.
Okay, you good?
That's it. That's it. That brought back memories of me drinking my own. And I drank a big gulp of it.
All right, then take this one.
Oh, it's a big gulp. Okay.
It's nowhere compared to the other.
Okay. I'm so I'm crying. Okay, and this one. Okay, here we go. Okay. Alright. And
Oh my God, just do it. Just do it. You're making it so much worse.
oh, I took a big gulp of that one. I hope that one wasn't it.
You don't have makeup
But
on
I think
anymore.
the middle was it.
Okay, which one was your favorite?
Oh,
Which one tasted the best?
they kind of all taste alike after all
Here,
this.
please go. Just take that.
Oh, that tastes the best. Okay, I will say this one was a bit heavy.
Oh, that's half and half.
Is that half and half?
Yes.
Oh God. Okay.
It's from my house.
I was wiping my face with my nose and my shirt. I'm gonna say this one was a little bit heavy, but a little almondy. Oh God! So it was that one. I knew it.
All right, you guys. Cheers.
Oh! You won't be able to look at her this. How did it taste?
It's gonna be fine. I'm good.
I'm
All right,
gonna do
we'll
it
see you
again.
guys back for Urban Dictionary word of the day, and we're gonna
throw
wrap
up?
this crap up.
You taste so good.
Can't imagine how we're gonna wrap this crap up, but we are going to. So, can we please seg out of this?
You want to? All right.
My job is done here.
Hey, you! Yes, you! Watching or listening to this amazing podcast hosted by two of the most dynamic and brilliant women you'll ever meet. Advertise with us and watch your business grow as big as our heads. Seriously, hit us up at vault.news/contact and find out how affordable you can advertise on our show.
Well, that was epic. So evidently we
Do I have mascara? Do I have any makeup on my face right now?
hardly, but it's okay. You still look lovely.
Thank you so much. That's what girlfriends say to other girlfriends.
Yeah, well, so, every single episode, I give you an Urban Dictionary word of the day. And today's episode has all been about embarrassing moments. Myself, you've heard them. They're not good.
They're all about falling.
Well, mine are about falling. Yeah.
And mine are all about farting and drinking breast milk. Now, I
And crying.
I can add that to my repertoire. And my embarrassing. When I get nervous, did you hear my laugh? Like it wasn't even
it's
normal.
so weird.
I get embarrassed and I just start. These weird noises start coming from my body.
Yeah, so
Like right now, I'm still.
No, just make sure there are no noises coming out of the lower half of
I'm
your
very
body.
anxious right now. Well, I don't know. This breast milk may give me gas.
It would have been the half and half that you drank. So she drank half and half. She drank Sarah's breast milk, and she drank almond milk. And actually had them all right
Yeah.
from the beginning.
I've breastfed before, so I knew what that was. Yeah.
You know what that was.
And that's why I started cringing kind of on the second one. I knew what I was about to do.
Well, I did it. It wasn't that bad.
I'll never be able to look at Sarah the same. I'll never be able to look at her in her eyes when I talk to her.
I will. But my Urban Dictionary word of the day is an acronym. It's LMFNO.
N-O?
Yeah.
Huh, what's that mean?
LMFNO. So it's an abbreviated form for the phrase, laughing my effing nipples off.
What?
Why
Who
not?
does that?
Well, I mean, it's embarrassing, right?
Yeah.
So the purpose is to create a more expressive illustration of great laughter or amusement, similar to LMFAO, right? Which means laughing my effing ass off.
But if
I just said ass.
Sarah was laughing, she's very nipply and she would be laughing her nipples off.
The one thing that we all have in common is nipples. So I think LMFNO. Did you not LMFNO whenever I rode up the wrong way on an escalator in New Orleans?
I did.
Did you not LMFNO whenever I fell down at the lounge that we were at
I did.
2 weeks ago? Did I not LMFNO just a few minutes ago whenever you're crying your makeup off?
Real funny.
Very appropriate.
No, very appropriate. Yes. Yes. Did you know, speaking of nipples, we are all born with nipples, as you said. But we all...
It's the equalizer. The one great equalizer.
It is. We all develop nipples before our
Private parts.
private parts. Yeah, private parts don't develop until about 12, 13 weeks into
How did you learn
pregnancy.
this?
I was 17. I was taking a lot of information then. But our nipples all form
From
first.
the encyclopedia?
Yes. Britannica. So anyway, now it's time for a country word. You ready?
Yeah.
Now this is what I would say whenever my kids would embarrass the crap out of me as a young mom, because they embarrass me. I remember one time my phone ringing and, it was a line on the phone. It was no cell phone. And my daughter, my son, I can't remember which one, I was in the bathtub. And my kids like to come into the bathroom with me. I
They
don't know
always
why
do.
when they're young. They just like to, they don't leave you alone.
They want to be with you.
So I'm in the bathtub and I'm shaving naughty bits.
What is not okay is whenever they're older and they want to be in the bathroom with you.
That's not okay. I'm shaving my, my naughty bits,
Your
my
private.
armpits, all the bits and pits.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, the phone rings. One of them answers and says, they're like 3 or 4, and says, yeah, Mom's here. She's in the bathtub shaving her monkey. Not good. Not good. So how do I come back from that?
I don't really know.
You don't come back from that. So this is what I said, country word. This is what I said.
How do you come
after-
back from riding the escalator the wrong way up?
So I told whichever
don't.
one it was, I was like, I'm going to whoop you where the sun don't shine, kid. And they're like,
Whoop you?
whoop you.
Oh.
So country word, whoop. What is whoop? Well, that's when you beat your kid. You whoop them where the sun don't shine. And it's okay for us country folk to say, I'm going to beat you.
Okay.
We beat our kids. It's okay because we know what we're talking
It's
about.
all right for us inner city kids to say
We know what we're talking about.
LMFNO.
Okay. Oh, man. All right. So a few embarrassing things that you guys may experience. I know that being a waitress, being a bartender,
Kind of
there have-
universal.
embarrassing moments. There have been some people that have come to the bar or to the restaurant and they're on a date and they give me their credit card or debit card for their bill. I go to run it and it declines.
Oh, no.
Now, it's just as embarrassing for me as it is for them to go and say, because I have to interrupt them, I'm sorry, your card won't go through. I mean, I don't know what to say in that moment. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Except that. And I can tell it's very embarrassing for them. So if that's happened to you, trust me, it's happened to several people.
Yeah. Well, I had an experience this year that I will take with me through the rest of forever. I frequent this place. There are amazing people that work there. There was this human that was there and had a name. I assume this person was a girl, had a boy name that's typically a boy name. I said, you know what? I think it's so cool. I think it's so cool when a girl is named a boy name. And he said, well, I'm a boy. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's good.
So then I had to at the same moment, I'm like, why do we have to assign gender to someone? And I said that. And he was fortunately not offended.
You know, in that same sense, I made a phone call to a local company because something wasn't working at the house. And
But I won't do that again, by the way.
I was talking about, me and my girl, or I didn't say girlfriend, but she obviously, based on the conversation, knew I lived with someone. And so she says, so did your husband reset the modem or, and I was like, my girlfriend came in and yes, she did reset it. And she's like, oh, I'm so I knew she was embarrassed. And so on that same subject, you can't just assume anymore.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
So it's just like thinking that a woman, just because they have a big belly, is pregnant. You just don't say anything until you know for sure.
Ever. That's one mistake you only make once.
Now, have you ever been so mad that, or not even mad, maybe you're just feeling very confident one day and you start walking and you go through the door and you push on the door, but it's really a pull door? Or the opposite, it's really a push door or a pull door.
And you're
but-
trying to look super dramatic.
Oh, yeah. I've done that many a times and just kind of stopped in my tracks. That's pretty embarrassing.
Wow. Has your heel ever caught in the hem of your pants and you went down in the Steinmart and took out a whole display?
Nice.
No, that hasn't happened.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that was years and years ago. But evidently, Kathy falling, embarrassing. those are
Or
lifetime lessons.
mistaking someone for someone else. I do that all the time.
Yeah, you do.
I really do. It's really, this is one of the reasons why everywhere we go, I want Kathy with me because she's good at people and faces
we're
and names.
on escalators.
Yeah, I won't put her on escalator. Anyway, so let's go ahead and give you a girlfriend tip of the day.
So, how are you going to rebound when you invariably are going to embarrass yourself? We all want to keep it together. We all want to be super cool. The problem is, as soon as you think you're super cool, the universe, whatever that means to you, is going to make sure that you are not.
It'll give you a life check.
Yeah. So, how do you rebound from that?
And you know what? All you can do is laugh at yourself.
Well,
All you can do.
you know what, though? I will say this. When I was laying backwards at this lovely lounge 2 weeks ago, I was like, you know what? I got to take stock of my life right now. I'm just going to go ahead and lay here for 2 seconds because guess what? My bell got rung. And I'm thinking I'm probably not going to do this again. So you can feel sorry for yourself for a second, but you need to reassess. If that means going and sitting on the side of a mountain in Tibet or laying upside down in a basement.
You Yep. Just was it the next day you went and we went and had brunch at
It was 2 days later.
at this place. Next to the lounge, and she had to go walk up the stairs
I did.
just to redeem herself. And I feel like that made her feel better.
It did. It was like getting back on a horse once you fall off.
Yeah, she had to go walk up and
Needed to
down the
know
stairs.
I could do it.
So anyway, just rebound, learn to laugh at yourself. It happens to everybody.
And you know what makes it much better is when you have girlfriends that will actually support you through those hideous times. Sometimes, though, they like to tell people about them. But now she's done it, so it's over.
Yeah.
2020 is going to be my year.
I can't. I have nothing else to say now.
All
Anyway,
right.
so having girlfriends to talk about the situation absolutely makes it better. Having girlfriends to talk about anything makes it better.
And we want to hear from you. So make sure you're following us on social media. Girlfriends Talk Show with Shy and Kathy. Follow us on Facebook. You know what? Message us, because whatever you're messaging us, we want to talk about. We want to hear from you.
Give us some ideas.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll play off of them for sure.
Exactly. And until next time, stay girlfriends.